你先说说第一个吧。
Politics should be avoided when first meeting someone, especially if you are not familiar with that person. It could cause a heated debate.
If you want to make friends in another country, it might not be smart to cause a heated debate, right?
Right, especially about politics. But once you get familiar with people, you can go for it.
Right, heated debate 就是激烈的辩论。我们当然一般情况下都不愿意，也不应该在第一次见面的时候就讨论那种可能会引发激烈辩论的话题。
And next we have age, Winter. I've noticed that in China, I get asked my age straight away. In America, it is discourteous to ask someone's age like that.
是的 I admit it. 这是对，就是在中国啊会被直接问到年龄，但是在美国呢，或者说在很多英文国家吧，都是一样的，年龄属于一个非常 private 的隐私话题。别说第一次见面不会问了，其实很多见过很多次的，就是同事之间啊都不会问的，除非是真的非常非常非常熟了。
It's especially discourteous to ask a woman her age in the US. You should never ask a woman her age is a saying that most Americans have heard their whole life.
Why?
Because people think that age has to do with how physically attractive you are. So it's believed that if people don't know you are older, then you will be seen as beautiful still.
Here in China, it's not looked at as discourteous. It's just something to know. 就是我怎么讲呢 Tiff 我只能跟你这么讲，就我们姑且这么认为吧。就下次如果你被问年龄被问的有点的时候呢，也不用太生气，这真的就是可能文化差异啦，有些人就不太注意。
But I totally understand now.
Okay, next is religion.
Yes, most people are upfront about what their religion is, but it shouldn't be discussed the first time meeting someone. The only time I feel like it's okay is if they are upfront and tell you about it first. You shouldn't ask.
是的，在国外啊，特别是像在北美，因为都是移民国家，对吧？所以它就是有从全世界各地来的各种种族和各种民族的人都有，所以我们一般呢就不会特意的去聊到对方的这个宗教信仰的话题，除非对方先提出来，然后再讲自己的这个宗教信仰，否则的话我们不问。
It could start a heated argument, especially if you and the person are of different religion.
Some people might feel awkward if one of them is upfront and tells the other they're not religious.
Yes, especially if one of them is super religious. You might want to talk about religion after a couple of meetings or so.
Right, 就第一次见面呢，肯定是不要谈论这个religion 的，但是熟悉了之后呢，还是可以聊，如果双方都愿意的情况下哈。So, okay, lastly, we have education, right?
Right, I feel like this is a hard one. I think you shouldn't overly talk about education.
Sometimes people come off condescending when talking about education.
Yeah.
Condescend 就是说表现出优越感 right 就是有的时候有一些比方说名校毕业啊或怎么样的就过于的强调自己的学历之后呢就会有一点那个优越感吧会让别人觉得有点优越感
Exactly. So say if someone who didn't go to college becomes very successful and the other person is like a doctor or something. If the doctor keeps talking about how he or she did all this schooling and how everyone should do what they did, it comes off condescending to the other person.
I see what you mean. I think you shouldn't brag about your education, right?
Right.
Brag 就是自夸然后吹嘘 So don't brag about your education
Right.
就是不要总是说自己是哪里毕业的然后怎么说的天花乱坠的
Exactly, like no one wants to be judged because they didn't go to college.
Exactly.
So it is important to keep these in mind when meeting someone for the first time.
是的 Alright, I think that's all the time we have for today. 我们今天呢就讲到了非常多这种第一次见面大家一定注意不要提及的话题
Thank you for listening to today's Morning English. This is Tiffany.
This is Winter. See you next time.
Bye.
This podcast is from Morning English.
学口语就来早安英文。